Hi everybody, it's Annette with The Art of Intuition. Today we're going to talk about our human programming and recognizing the programs that we're running. So how do we recognize a program? How do we identify our programs? First thing we have to do is pay attention to what we assign to a scene. Our human eyes witness a scene. What is the backstory we put to the scene? That's our programming. Let's say I want a particular job, I want a particular person, and I don't get it. And I start playing the story. I would have gotten that particular person if I'd been prettier, if I'd been smarter, if I was skinnier, if I was younger, if I was older, if I was better. I would have gotten that job, but they picked someone who was better than me because I wasn't good enough. Nothing ever works out for me. Why can't this just work? Why do I feel like I just can't get anything to go my way? That's our programming. The minute we go, and pretty much all our programming goes into lack, not good enough, lack of respect, lack of integrity, lack of respect for ourselves, lack of integrity for ourselves, lack of everything. I can go into zillion lack programs, and those are our programs. So look at the storyline you put to the scene. Your physical eyes look at a scene and you start the story. And what I found is my stories were very similar around anything that happened in my life. It didn't have to be one particular area in my life. I'd play out the same program everywhere. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a job, a person, a house, health, whatever it is, look at how you're viewing it. Now, if we go back to the person example, let's say I want a particular person, but that person doesn't want me. Now, for my human, I can start playing all the programs out and loop around. And you'll find that you'll loop around for a long time, but once you start recognizing your programs, you'll loop around quicker. Like you might loop around over someone not wanting you for 6 months. And the next time that happens again, you might loop around for 2 months. And then the next time it's 2 weeks. And you'll see that you work through it quicker because you see the program and you can identify it. So you might, and every time you do it, you're clearing a little bit more of it. So if I go back and look at my person example, I can look at that person and say, from a higher aspect of me, and say, is he aligned? Is she aligned with my highest, most amazing life I want to live? Is that aligned? Because I can tell you, if it's aligned, it would already be in my life. If it was aligned, it would be here. So I know it's not aligned. The minute it's not happening, I know it's not aligned. So then I got to look at why. I got to look at, can I align it? Is it worth the energy it would take for me to align it? Or do I just decide it's just not aligned and collapse the whole reality and move on? And that's a lot different energy than I'm not good enough for that situation, or that's just not for me. Why can't I get that? That's looking at it from, that's not running the program. That's looking at it from your soul and not listening to the human, because you'll find you'll go into it, but you can almost stop it in its tracks and say, no more. That's not true. I'm not running that anymore. It's just not aligned. Is it worth me aligning it, or is it not? It's the only question we should ever ask. The rest of it's just a story. It's a story we're telling ourselves, and I can tell you the other person running the story is running a completely different story than the one I'm running because of their programming. It's not personal. All these situations happen for a zillion reasons, and one of those reasons is to show us the programming we hold, because if we don't have these situations, we can't see it. If we can't see it, we can't clear it. So I want everyone to look at their programming. Look at your programming you have around money. That's a big one for a lot of people. Do you look at your bank account and immediately go into, oh, I don't have enough? That's a very lack energy. That's a lack program. Do you look at your bank account and go, oh, I have $5. Score. Doesn't really matter what it is. It matters the story you put around it. That's going to show you what you're running. That's going to show you your program, and that's going to show you what you need to clear. Good luck, everybody, and keep practicing the art of intuition.